Chapter 9. Set up camp in your body. For an unknown reason, most of my life has been about the physical body. I've made my living either moving it as a dancer or fixing it as a healer. One sad realization I've had again and again is how little we actually inhabit our bodies. We treat the body as if it's an accessory, an accoutrement that's necessary to have the human experiences rather than the miracle that it is. We dress and exercise it, use it for entertainment, and push it to athletic extremes, but rarely do we fully inhabit it. We are a neck-up culture in which everything gets processed through a thinking, filtering mind. We're like walking, talking heads. We think we need a babysitter who's incessantly commenting, narrating, and evaluating to keep us safe from simple being. Have you ever told your best friend or your mate about the crazy stuff that's going on in your head every day, all day? Would they still think you're sane? A study out of the Laboratory of Neuroimaging at the University of Southern California estimates that we have as many as 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a frightening number. The National Science Foundation puts it a bit lower at 12 to 60,000 thoughts per day and goes on to say that 80% of these thoughts are negative and some 95% are repetitive. Now there's a conspiracy. We have this crazy, discursive monkey mind playing first fiddle in our heads all day long, and we never cop to it. I was 27 before I noticed I was running this play-by-play commentary about myself, and we all do as we play act through our lives. We're each subtly watching our own shows, rating our performances as we go. In my education, no one spoke of how this self-talk might affect life, body, health, and happiness. It might be time to address this omission in early education, don't you think? That's a conspiracy worthy of the NSA. Curious minds want to know, says the National Enquirer. When I was practicing as a chiropractic doctor, 90% of my job was introducing patients to feeling, inhabiting and being in their bodies. Mostly, I did this by teaching how to be with breath and feel life force inside the body. Sadly, we have little direct experience of the body. We're a step removed from the great friendship of mind and body. Instead, we have thought bodies. Trungpa Rinpoche noticed this disconnect amongst Westerners and called it the psychosomatic body. He pointed out that we have a conceptual thought body through which we filter life, but rarely do we experience it directly. The senses themselves are also highly mediated. We don't truly see in that we don't get blown away by the outrageous gift of color, for example. Instead, we see something, comment on it, and categorize it. We reduce it, name it, and gloss over its impact. We numb the taste buds of presence and filter experience through thought, which we then take as real. There's a story about a god who won a contest for the experience of being human for a day. After the day in human-like reality, he said, "Oh, now I get why they think they're separate. Their sensory equipment gives the impression that the world is out there." The wisdom, the intelligence of a single human body is staggering. The cellular organization alone is truly beyond belief. Approximately 30 trillion cells processing 10 million bits of information per second, which equals 60 quintillion bits per second. The digestive system is a host for more bacterial organisms than there are cells in the body. Your body is a United Nations of cooperation and wisdom. If we took every megacomputer in the world and hooked them up to make a super megacomputer, we still couldn't create one human being. The body doesn't get thanked enough for giving us the opportunity to experience earthly embodiment. You'd think we'd be happy being in such an amazing biochemical machine. We get only one, and the gift of that body only for a short while. Maybe 100 quick spins around the sun if we're lucky. Inhabiting the body is such a miracle that it's curious we don't enjoy the respite of returning home to it more often. The body is made of joy and wisdom, so it's natural to feel moments of bliss while simply residing in it. I know the physical body can also get in our face and dominate our experience like no other test on the planet. Yet in even the most intense pain, there is space to enjoy the wisdom from which the body is built. There are cracks in the suffering for bliss to shine through. The first step on the journey to happiness might seem minor, but it's revolutionary. Simply be still. Close your eyes and be still. Do it now for a minute, tops. Try sitting still and inhabiting your body. What happens? First, you might notice that your breath changes. Then, there can be an almost poignant sense of peace, joy, and belonging. Amazing, right? This moment is like two great friends, mind and body, seeing each other after being apart for quite a while and remembering how much they really like each other. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Body. Where have you been? Well, I've been busy thinking, but wow, it is really nice to be with you again, he or she or it replies. Even if you do it for a few seconds, you might notice how much fun it is that being still makes you happy. Yes, you might have pain and you certainly have obsessive thoughts, but for a second or two, acknowledge that you like being in the body. Doing so puts pain and obsessive thinking on hold, at least for a few milliseconds. Allow in that presence that you like it and want to be with yourself in this way again. This starts the process of sensitizing your taste buds of happiness. Being in the body is a blast. When you first begin to rest in the body, the experience might be disconcerting. You might hear a lot of static, like a badly tuned AM radio station. Just close your eyes and be still, and there might be some quieting of the struggle in your head. Have no doubt that there is a conspiracy afoot here. You are plotting against yourself to feel more and think less. Yes, it's a dangerous plot to feel your body directly rather than think about the body. It's dangerous because you're opening to feeling, and feeling information is less unpredictable or controllable than thought. The journey to happiness might be described as the ability to feel more and think less. You're relying on another form of intelligence, a wisdom that arises naturally when you allow it the space to express itself. Feeling is in the realm of feminine wisdom, which has been disparaged as an inferior way of experiencing rather than thinking. In this lopsided world, our over-reliance on rationale, controlling thought, has brought us just about to the brink. So here's an invitation. Have the courage to be in your body. Give up struggling to keep your body on remote control and at arm's length. Let the two friends, the mind and the body, hang out together for a moment and party together more often.